What's up, y'all? I'm gonna show y'all how I ended up making over $1,300 on a spy car that I put yesterday, and I'm gonna tell y'all my strategy that I use to be successful with this trade. So let's get into it. Alright, so first thing that I do with this strategy is I go to the daily time frame to pretty much get the overall direction of the market, right? So I can see that SPY was currently going into an uptrend, which I can tell by, if you look, the market is making higher highs and higher lows. So that automatically gave me the indication that the market is going upwards. So then I go to the hourly time frame, and I pretty much get a deeper look into what the market is currently doing in a smaller time frame, pretty much. So I go to the hourly time frame and I look. And first thing that I see is right here, there is a gap. I'm gonna put gap over it. So a gap is pretty much where something either good or bad happened after hours that made price jump, and there's no candlesticks pretty much indicating that jump. So it's just a gap in the market. And with the gap, pretty much what usually happens with gaps, the market tends to fill in that gap, you see. So once I seen that gap, I've already, in my mind, I said, okay, price has to fill in that gap at some point in time. So that's when I'm gonna enter, whenever I feel like price is about to fill in that gap. So I kept that in my mind. So then I go to the 5-minute time frame to get deeper and to get into my entry. Okay, so this where I pretty much entered. Let me zoom over this way. Okay, so I seen price was consolidating, which consolidation means price is bouncing up and down, you know. So with stocks, price tends to move 3 ways. All right, it moves up for an uptrend, it moves down for a downtrend, or it consolidates pretty much, where price is bouncing from support and resistance pretty much, which I touch deeper onto in another video maybe. But yeah, so I seen price was consolidating right here in this 574.95 zone and this 573.70.80 zone, you know what I'm saying? So I seen price consolidating throughout that zone. So this particular strategy, what I'm using, is called back test or pullback. So I was looking for price to break through this 570 zone, 574 zone. I mean, I was looking for price to break through there, and once it break through, I was looking for it to back test and then continue to go up. Okay, so right around here, let me see, can I put a little light on it? Okay, so right around here is where I pretty much entered. Okay, and my apologies, I didn't pretty much map out everything exactly before the video. I'm just pretty much giving insight on what I seen, so I'm gonna have to try to dive a little deep into it, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I seen price was consolidating on the 5-minute time frame. Price broke through price broke through this zone right here. It broke through the resistance zone with this green candle, right? Price came back down and it back tested this zone. It was a slight back test, but it back tested that zone right here, and then price started to go up. Let me see, can I put a little highlight on that? So yeah, price came right here, came down, back tested, continued going up, and started to make again higher highs and higher lows. Now granted, price did come back down. Price did eventually come down and did a more major pullback and back test, which was pretty much right here when price tended to my computer's going kind of slow. When price tended to come down right here, back tested this zone, came back up and started to consolidate again right here. So if I had to rate, honestly, if I had to rate this trade, I don't think it was the most for sure trade. You know what I'm saying? Some might call it even luck, but based off what I'm seeing, you know. Okay. Yeah. Price pretty much started consolidating again. And as you can see here, during the after hours, price tended to create a major gap right here, and that's why I pretty much mapped this out at, because price made a major gap during the after hours. And the reason is because yesterday it was the presidential election pretty much, and this morning we pretty much just got word that Trump is now president. So Trump's a Republican, and he and the Republicans are pushing pretty much for taxes to drop and interest rates to drop. You feel me? Which usually impacts the stock market by making everything go up in the stock market, make prices goes up. So once that word had dropped, which I pretty much had that in mind as well, I pretty much figured that Trump would have won the presidential election. But once that pretty much had happened during the after hours, prices shot up. I think it was up like by 17%. I was already up 17% before market closed, but when this had happened, it shot up to at least like 20-something%, which ended up making me make $1,300 in this trade. But yeah, that's how I ended up making $1,300 in this trade. And I might do another video pretty much touching on what do I see in the market for my next entries for future trades. And I believe I will be trading SPY again, since I see this big gap that had happened since the presidential election. So I'm gonna go into for sure trade SPY again, and I'm gonna document that for y'all so y'all can see how I trade that and give y'all a heads up and give y'all a insight in pretty much the final results of how the trade went. But yeah, hopefully that was kind of helpful. I'm gone.